I'm Adam Pacitti from Cultaholic.com, joined by Ross from Cultaholic.com. How are you doing, Ross?
Great. How are you, Adam?
I'm really good. I'm in a great mood. You hyped for WrestleMania after Raw?
I haven't seen Raw yet, so I don't know. Maybe.
Well,
should I be?
Let's take a look at the headlines. In today's news, 3 new matches have been set for WrestleMania 35. The man Becky Lynch has been offered a new WWE contract, and the newest inductees into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2019 have been revealed. So first off, in the past 24 hours, 3 new matches have been set for WrestleMania 35. 2 of these were on Raw, 1 of these was via social media. The first is Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Roman accepted Drew's challenge last night.
I don't like Drew's chances, you know.
No, not
That's my immediate reaction. Roman Reigns' big comeback WrestleMania. I don't fancy Drew McIntyre's chances.
Yeah, I feel a bit sorry for him. It's not the position that I'd like to see Drew in.
It's a main event. I know we've got one main event at WrestleMania this year, despite the fact every other year we have several main events. But this is a main event match for me. The Roman Reigns match.
And it's too soon and it's a bit too throwaway. It's been built in a very short amount of time.
He'll be like a monster, Drew will, but he'll get beat. So he'll come out looking good, but he will get beat.
As long as he does come out looking good, that's the important thing. The second is for the IC title. It's Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor in a
Welcome
Raw
to
match.
Monday Night Raw. But Finn will be dressed up as the demon if the poster's anything to go by.
Yeah, right.
So there's something.
That's true.
He won't dress up as a demon for Brock Lesnar in the Universal Championship match, but he'll dress up for Bobby Lashley.
There's no stipulation as of yet. Finn Balor beat Jinder and Bobby last night in a handicap match. Yeah, right. And you know,
it is what it is.
It's a pre-show match, but it won't be on the pre-show. They'll put the cruiserweights on the pre-show, despite the fact that'll be 10 times better. Yeah. And finally, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship are on the line. It's Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus the Iconics versus Nia Jax and Tamina in a fatal 4-way match.
Should be entertaining.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. You know what? I'm quite excited about seeing Beth and Natty team up.
I'm more excited about the Iconics.
Yeah,
it's their time.
Well, they've just beaten.
It's their time.
The tag champs.
Yeah,
it really is their time. You know what? I understand the reason behind putting it on Bayley and Sasha first, but I'd have loved to have seen that been the Iconics. Anyway, we'll run down the rest of the card quickly. The Universal title. No, I'm not going to do the Universal title. The main event, the Raw Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair.
Right call.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. If it wasn't now is the right time to do it. Yes. 100%.
Now is the right time to announce it as well. Stop the conjecture and rumour and innuendo. Just put it out there. First ever women's main event. Lovely. Delightful.
Couldn't agree more. There are other matches on the card that I'm more hyped for, unfortunately, at this point. And I wouldn't have said that a month ago. But anyway, Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins for the Universal title. We've got Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese, which will be great. Triple H versus Batista. Now, something has been added to this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right. So it's a no-holds-barred match. But if Triple H loses, he must retire as a wrestler, making this more predictable even than it was to begin with. Unbelievable. How's he going to get that Saudi money if he's retiring?
So it's been billed as Batista's last match. Batista keeps saying, this is the last match, I just want to beat Triple H once again, but now it's,
That's been added last night on Raw. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin, that is still happening. For some reason last night, Kurt Angle had a great match with Samoa Joe. And tonight he wrestles AJ Styles.
Correct.
Which is really bloody cool. And next week on Raw, it was announced that he's wrestling Rey Mysterio.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to see him versus Bryan on SmackDown next week. We need to see that before he goes 100%. Away. Need to see that next week.
Shane McMahon versus The Miz.
Oh.
Let's say no more. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. The Armbar, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. There are 3, I believe, men announced for this so far. One is Braun Strowman, Colin Jost, and Michael from Saturday Night Live. They announced, last night on Raw. You know what? People are really down on this because Braun should be in a better match. But he's in a match which is going to culminate with probably those 3 guys get more mainstream exposure than half of the matches on the card, certainly any of the mid-card matches. I don't think you can complain that much. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the US title. Asuka versus To Be Decided. There's a fatal 4-way on SmackDown tonight. And the one that we've just announced, the fatal 4-way for the women's titles.
That's a lot. Apparently it's going to be 8 hours long, Adam, from start to finish.
We're going to be very drunk.
Too long for me. Too long.
It is long. It is long.
Cap it at 5. 5's a good time for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Still a long time.
We're complaining about all this wrestling. $9.99. Next up, Becky Lynch has been offered a new WWE contract. Pro Wrestling Sheet have reported this. According to multiple sources, the man was offered a new multi-year deal this month that includes a big, fat, hefty raise, and she's expected to put pen to paper very soon.
You have to wonder straight away if there's been any interest from anywhere else in her that's like sort of brought this about.
Yeah, you would assume so.
You would assume something's been some movie or something, some franchise.
Well, she's one of the most marketable women on the WWE roster, if not the most.
Maybe it was Saturday Night Live.
Maybe
she would be great on Saturday Night Live.
She's got the crack, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She's expected to put pen to paper, as it says. She's one of the hottest things in the company, for sure.
If not the hottest thing.
Well, Kofi.
Oh.
That's what I'm more excited about. We didn't get a chance to talk about it there on the rest of the card because it's not been formally announced yet.
It's not been formally announced, has it?
But it will happen. And yeah, I don't know. She's still absolutely fantastic. I think she's been misused over the past month or so.
Well, I mean, like, they had it right at the Royal Rumble. That's what should have happened. But since then, it's all gone.
It's a great shame. She's been reported recently as the biggest merchandise seller in the company as well.
And with good reason as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice simple t-shirt designs.
Yeah, and she's a lot of people seem to think that she's not the sort of the corporate favourite as well, but she very much is.
Well, she's got to be. If she's making money, she is.
Exactly.
And that's why this new contract is probably being put down as well, because she's making a lot of money. So you want to tie that down?
Is she winning at WrestleMania, Ross?
Yes, she
is.
is.
Yes, she is, yeah.
How can you close WrestleMania without the win of the... Everyone wanted a while ago.
Imagine Charlotte winning.
The world would melt.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Next up, the newest WWE Hall of Fame class of 2019 inductees have been revealed, and it's the Hart Foundation, but not the Hart Foundation stable.
I've seen a lot of uproar that it isn't the stable. But when you look at the lineage of both things, the original tag team, they had like a 6-year run.
Yeah.
And then the stable in the Attitude Era, it was just a few months. Yeah.
It wasn't long at all. So they were fantastic and great moments.
Obviously, yeah.
You know what? It's just not going to happen. Owen's not going to be inducted without
Martha.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a great shame, and there are lots and lots of people very upset that essentially Brett's going in twice before Owen has gone in once. But that's literally just not going to be able.
It's out with WWE's hands, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and he would absolutely be in there. Very likely as a singles competitor as well, just as Owen Hart.
Just don't know how Martha could turn down Mark Henry.
Yeah, right.
Martha. That would have me going. Go on then, get him in there.
Yeah, it's a shame. I hope we do see it one day, but I think it's still quite a long way off.
But it's just the uproar that it wasn't the faction and it's the tag team that got me, because it's like the tag team did a lot more over a lot more time than the faction did.
Oh,
even though the faction were iconic in their leather jackets with a feud with Austin, being faces in Canada and heels in America. That's something you don't really see anymore. But maybe from Kevin Owens over the past few years. But yeah, fully deserved. 2-time tag team champions in WWE.
Yep.
Jimmy Hart's omission is a bit strange, because he was I don't know, throwing in, just name a tag team with a manager.
The Legion of Doom without Paul Ellering.
Yes, it's like doing that, kind of, but not quite as bad.
Yeah, I mean, Hart's in there already, right?
Yeah. Well,
but it is weird. It is weird.
Brett's gone in twice.
Yeah, I don't get it.
This is the era of the two-timers. You got Brett, you got Booker, and you got Shawn. They're all going in twice.
And Trips. No, Trips isn't it. What am I on about?
That's to come.
Jump in the gun. I apologise. Next up, Cody Rhodes has announced that All Elite Wrestling will never, ever, ever, ever run WrestleMania weekend.
Good on him.
Yeah, no, I think this is great. A guy called Dr. David Bayans yesterday tweeted him, honestly, if All Elite is going to run a show in Florida next year for Mania, it should be a spring break Nitro-style show at a bar on the beach at Cody Rhodes. Cody replied, we won't be doing Mania weekend ever, friend. That belongs to WWE.
On Dr. David's point, they should do that at one stage next spring/summer.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah,
it's a really good idea.
But, it's the respect thing, isn't it?
It is.
What would Cody Rhodes be without Vince McMahon going, I'll put you in legacy? And taking that chance and giving him the ball to begin with, he would have been probably out. I mean, I know he's a very talented man, and
I agree.
Got incredible drive, and he's a wonderful professional wrestler and whatnot. But
to me, this is saying All Elite is, once again, we already knew it, but they're doing things their own way. They don't need to leech off the success of other people. And that makes it sound like I'm going to go at the other promotions. Of course you're going to run a show if WWE are in town doing a massive event. Every wrestling fan in the world is there.
If you haven't got the 42nd or something richest man in the world back in your company.
Exactly. Right, no.
He's got twice as much money as Vince McMahon. That's how much
Shahid.
Shahid's got twice as much money as Vince.
But no, I think it's really cool that they're their own brand. They don't want to be seen to be doing so because everyone runs that. New Japan are out there.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, of course, it's easy money and everything, but still, like, I think it's really cool. Lots of positive steps in the right direction, I think, for All Elite. And finally, before we go, a WWE superstar has lost his name. Who could it be? Mustafa Ali is now Ali.
Why did they do it? Can somebody let us know in the comments below, why did they take away names? It's infuriating when you know this man as one thing for many years and all of a sudden, just one random Monday, whoop, see you later, go back.
I agree.
Apparently, I saw someone, I don't know if it's true, but somebody was saying it's because of Disney. There's a character in Ratatouille called Mustafa. He's not called Mustafa Ali, which I thought would have been fine because it's a different name.
Ratatouille was released like 10 years ago. What?
I don't know. This is just rumour.
What? No, I'm not fine. The one that I'm happy it did happen with is Otis Dozovich.
What?
I don't know how to spell his surname and it's a pain in the...
D-O-Z-A-V-E-K. Dozovich. Maybe.
Spelling with Ross Twiddell.
But that was a great second name because he looks like a dozer. Bulldozer.
Yeah, he used to be called that, yeah.
It's a fun. But I don't get why they do it. Someone should let us know from the company now.
Comments below. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. You can follow us on Twitter at Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.